How to make an easy crock-pot pork loin fillet my way. Herbs, hickory smoked marinade, brown sugar sweet barbecue rub. You know what time it is. Stop playing. Let's go. Remove the pork loin from its packaging. Place the pork loin fillet into a colander. Rinse the pork loin fillet several times with cool or cold water. Pat the pork loin fillet dry on both sides with paper towels. Then place the cleaned pork loin fillet into a bowl or on a platter. Season the pork loin fillet with the meat tenderizer. The onion powder, garlic powder, basil, oregano, rosemary, the fresh thyme, black pepper, the smoked paprika, the hickory smoke marinade, olive oil, and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Using a knife or a fork, poke small holes into the pork loin fillet. Rub all of the seasoning well into the pork loin fillet on both sides. Now add the brown sugar sweet barbecue rub to the pork loin fillet. Rub the brown sugar rub on both sides of the pork loin fillet until it is completely covered. Marinate the pork loin fillet for 1 hour and up to 24 hours. Place the seasoned and marinated pork loin fillet into the crock pot. Add 3 to 4 sprigs of fresh thyme to the top of the pork loin fillet. Check to ensure the pork loin fillet is completely covered with the seasonings and barbecue rub. If using a high setting, set the crock pot to high for an hour and a half. If using a low setting, set the crock pot to low for 2 hours. Place a piece of foil over the pork loin fillet, then put the crock pot top on top of the foil. Please take note. This recipe is steaming the pork loin fillet on a low heat in its own juices. The texture of the pork loin will not be extremely soft or mushy. If you prefer the pork loin to be of a mushy texture, please double the amount of the gravy mix to ensure the pork loin is completely covered by the gravy. You know what time it is. Stop playing. Using a pot on medium heat, add the water to the pot. Now add the gravy mix to the water. Also add a teaspoon of butter. Stir the gravy mix until well combined. Allow the gravy mix to reach a low boil for 3 to 4 minutes. Pour the cooked gravy mix over the pork loin fillet. Baste the pork loin fillet several times with the gravy. If using a high setting, turn the setting down to low. If using a low setting, turn the low setting down to warm. Cook for an additional 15 to 20 minutes. When the pork loin fillet is done, place it on a platter or a plate. Slice the pork loin fillet into 1-inch pieces. This pork loin fillet was steamed and cooked in its own juices using a crock pot. Pour the gravy over the pork loin fillet slices several times. And here you have it, the easy, beginner-friendly crock-pot pork loin fillet my way. Basil, oregano, rosemary, fresh thyme, smoked paprika, hickory smoked marinade, minced garlic, and the brown sugar sweet barbecue rub. This pork loin fillet is bursting with flavor. You know what time it is. Give this recipe a try and stop playing. This is DESHANTA B. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. You are greatly appreciated. The beats bump in this video is called Species by music producer Diamond ORTIZ, available at the YouTube free audio library. And you know what time it is. Like, subscribe, and share this video. And stop playing. And until next time. Bye, guys.